4 seasons. 3 couples, 4 trips, and all of life's ups and downs. It's showrunner Tina Fey's homage to the 1981 classic. This is for all of you, with a modern twist. You've said that this series is a love letter to relationships, both romantic and platonic. What do you want people walking away with?
I hope people see themselves reflected in the show. You know, I keep saying, like, did you ever make a fort with a blanket and go under it? We want it to be like that.
Fey and fellow SNL alum Will Forte play Kate and Jack, the stable couple of the group, reprising the roles of Alan Alda and Carol Burnett. Steve Carell and Kerri Kenney-Silver play Nick and Ann, a couple whose marriage is on the rocks. And Colman Domingo and Marco Calvani play Danny and Claude, a new take on the roles played by Jack Weston and Rita Moreno. Together, they take us on a journey through love and life, navigating the turbulence of stale marriages and long friendships.
Exactly. Steve, you know, at this point, you've kind of done it all. You've made it laugh. You've made us...
Made you cry?
Made us sick.
Do you want me to continue?
I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up.
You've made us so sleepy.
When you're playing Nick, here's a guy that on one hand can be villainized, and on the other, you could maybe even see him as inspiring.
Well, this is a human being with flaws and doing their best, and maybe they don't understand the error of their ways.
One thing I want to say about Steve as a showrunner, you have to have a likable actor to get away with that. And I like to say, and I can like to continue to be on record saying, that to me, Steve is kind of the Jimmy Stewart of our generation.
Will, I'm curious, how did it feel to have kind of comedy as a background, but then step into a role where, in a way, you're almost the emotional center of the group?
I'm the emotional center of the group?
We didn't want to tell you till today.
Keep me honest, Tina.
We didn't want to tell you till today, but yeah.
I would have had like T-shirts made and stuff. I feel like there are 6 emotional centers of this group, and each of our characters is taking such a complete journey.
Colman, I feel like there's hot streaks, and then there's whatever you're riding. 2 consecutive Oscar nominations, Rustin, Sing Sing, now 4 seasons. What sold you on this one?
But not the emotional center.
Just want to make that clear.
You know, everything about it. It was such a beautiful opportunity. We look for those moments in our careers when you've been in your career for a long time, where you feel like you're going to be challenged. I want to be in a room with Steve and Will and Kerri and figure this out.
Kerri, I was fascinated by your role as Anne. You had so much runway to kind of tell Anne's story in a new way. What was that like?
It was the gift that you could imagine. I watched this movie probably 30 times when I was 11 years old, and my parents really had just gotten divorced. That movie sort of felt a little bit like a documentary that I wasn't in, but that I was very much a part of. I think it's a universal story in time.
Marco Calvani, who plays Claude, hadn't acted in 16 years, yet stole one scene after another.
Marco, as Claude, watching you, you have the chemistry and the love for your partner, but there's also just such love for everyone there.
I think I am the emotional center, guys. Clearly obvious. And I think I tap into the love and the gratitude that I felt of being here in the company of these amazing people.
The chemistry seemed real.
Yeah, I feel like we just leaned into that.
As a group, in real life, if you go on vacation, how does that go, and what season are we picking?
We kind of all did go on vacation. That last 10 days, we were in Puerto Rico, and I would go back there with you guys. Like, that was so much fun. It was the best. It was the best hybrid of work and play ever.
It really was.
Who is most like their character or most opposite of who they portray?
The good parts of the characters are represented in the actors, and the bad parts are a stretch.
I like that.
Wow. That's how I really feel. I keep saying the word. This is seminal moment for me, career-wise, of like everything, all the stars, all the planets aligning with this group of people. I like that.
I like that.
Yeah. Truly friends on and off the set. And guys, the chemistry between the whole group felt so real that I had to ask if the 4 seasons could be finding its way to a second season. They said that's still to be determined, but everyone would love a chance to go on vacation together one more time.
Guys.
That was fascinating. What a cast.
It is such a cast. I can't wait to see
Definitely.
it.
Yeah, I'm the only one here who actually saw the original.
The original. It's true.
Morgan,
thank you so much.
What about Tina Fey calling Steve Carell the Jimmy Stewart of our generation?
That's high praise indeed.
But it makes sense. Like just that likable character no matter what. The Four Seasons, it does premiere this Thursday on Netflix. And tomorrow, Tina Fey will be live in our 8 o'clock hour as well as on the 4th hour.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.